footballing world has gone crazy of what occurred yesterday again of the match between Benfica and Real Madrid with the racist remarks of a Prestianni Benfica Argentine player. Apparently, according to Vini, racially abused him during the match. And I am so disappointed of the Benfica club as a whole and Jose Mourinho and the players are handling this. And Rui Costa. That is embarrassing, straight up embarrassing. It's sad to hear Benfica come out with a statement basically saying they believe whatever Prestianni says, and that he's been the victim from all this. Prestianni's been the victim of all the backlash he's receiving, which blows my mind. This player who was just racially abused, and they're taking the victim, or they're taking the person who did it side. I get it, he's your player. I get it. You have to, if your player says it, but it doesn't add up. None of it does add up. And the way they're trying to blame Vinny, it's gaslighting. It's straight up the definition of gaslighting, trying to say that even with the fans and all that him dancing, saying it was all his fault, which is embarrassing for the club, and I want to see punishment for Benfica. Vinny came out with a statement saying racists are above all cowards. They need to put in their shirts. They need to put their shirts in their mouths to show how weak they are. But they have the protection of others who theoretically have an obligation to punish them. Nothing that happened today is new in my life or in my team's life. I received a yellow card for celebrating a goal. I still don't understand why. On the other hand, it was just poorly executed protocol that served no purpose. I don't like to appear in situations like this, especially after a big win when headlines should be about Real Madrid, but it's necessary, which is true. One thing with Vini Jr. is he's been blasted his whole career of being, quote unquote, the victim, needing the attention, causing the problems. And as a Madrid fan, I've watched every Real Madrid game probably Vini has played in. There are scenarios where I get annoyed too. I'm like, that's not a foul. Get up, stop complaining to the ref, this and that. But that shouldn't give another person a reason to be a racist or towards them, which is mind blowing. It's just, and then and people are saying that, oh, Vini's just doing attention. Good. People should be happy he's spreading out. Not a lot of players do that because they feel the backlash or they're too scared or nervous for it. But Vinny expresses how he feels about the whole racism. He does in interviews and everything, really, in post. Yet he's getting blamed for all this. Prestianni comes out and says that he didn't do anything and that the club and the players regret the threats that they made on him, which is embarrassing. I mean, people are like, oh, but players talk over their mouths or under their shirts all the time not to hear. But if you're talking and then you do this to say a word, that's suspicious. Like you're just talking normally and then you come out, say this, deliberately say something. You did that on purpose. There's no way that you didn't do that on purpose, which is mind blowing. I get it if you're doing like this, talking to a player, like, oh yeah, this and that. But that's not what happened. That's nowhere near what happened. So, that looks, and this man right here lost full respect on Jose Mourinho. For me, I was like, oh, I'm excited to see Vinny, or I'm excited to see Jose Mourinho. He's gonna come back in the Bernabeu as well. I'm so excited. He's a top manager. And when I saw him talking with Vinny when the incident happened, I'm like, okay, good. Knowing Jose Mourinho, he's probably gonna be like, oh, Vinny's okay, calm down. We're gonna figure this out, this and that. And that's not what happened. That's not what happened. He came and told Vinny. He even says right here, I told Vinny, you scored a wonder goal. Why did you celebrate like that? Why can't you celebrate a goal with just happiness of being a great player? Jose Mourinho, every footballing person knows the type of person Jose Mourinho is. He's known for his celebrations. He's known for his ego. He's known for being expressive during games and scoring goals and winning big games. He's known, that's his idea. Everyone knows him as being that crazy outgoing manager. So for him to say that is embarrassing. I told Vini Jr. to celebrate. This club has Eusebio as a legend, a black player. Benfica is not a racist club. I mean, that's embarrassing. I want to Arbeloa. Look at this guy, Vinny. He scores a great goal, and then he goes to the corner acting like a fool. Acting like a fool. It's pretty much the same thing we said. Acting like a fool. He also got red carded this match, but acting like a fool. Wait, isn't this him pointing at the Barca fans, sticking out the middle finger during going towards the Barca fans? Victor Valdez pushing him away. Is that respectful? Is that humble? I don't think that's humble. Is that humble to you? Like I don't get it. Aren't you supposed to be humble and celebrate with your players, not going out to there and sticking your finger out? That doesn't look really humble to me. I don't know. You can ask me. You can tell all these celebrations in his Chelsea days, in his Inter Milan days, is in any club, in his Manchester United days, fighting with managers, going crazy in celebrations. Vini Jr. provoked the fans. In how many stadiums has this happened? He's an incredible player. I love him. But when you score a goal like this, celebrate with your teammates. This is how he celebrated. He's a hypocrite. And victim blaming Vinny is crazy. Like, that is just that's like psychotic. You're blaming the victim because of the way he celebrated. Meanwhile, that celebration wasn't even bad to even begin with. He's allowed to celebrate. This is how his black players used to celebrate. What? Vinny did this. Isn't this not what Vinny did? Is this not? This is when Jose Mourinho was manager. I don't. Where's the humble? Isn't he just supposed to cheer with his teammates, celebrate with his teammates? These are his players that he managed. I mean, make it make sense. Is he acting like a fool? Like, where's the humble in this? So it's like double standards. You have Antoine Griezmann, which I don't. For me, the celebration's funny. I didn't get hate of Vinny's celebration or Griezmann's celebration or whoever dances celebration. Griezmann took the L in a World Cup final. Is that not disrespectful? You scored in a World Cup final. Aren't you supposed to be humble? Or aren't you supposed to be with your teammates? You just scored in a World Cup final, probably the biggest final in world history. And you're doing take the L from Fortnite. Is that not disrespectful? Why didn't Griezmann get backlash for this? But Vinny's getting backlash for scoring an amazing, beautiful goal, going to a corner flag and dancing. Yet, it's just, it's unbelievable. Like, that is like mind blowing to me. Here, I'm arguing with someone. I've always said Vinny is someone who complains about a lot of stuff, but with this, I think he's spot on. His reaction speaks volumes. He has to be the next level psycho to fake that. You have to be a psychopath or someone sick in the head to fake of what this did. And then this person replies, player talks shit and the other player got sad. If Vinny made a racist remark to Prestianni, he wouldn't give a fuck and you'd go on with the game. And I said defending racism is crazy. I don't expect someone like you who's never played a sport to understand. The big boys would squash you. I played soccer my entire life, but that has nothing to do with anything of this. So if someone calls your black friend a hard R or monkey, you're gonna tell your teammate, bro, you're a baby. This is not high school. This is not high school semi-pro football. This is the Champions League, arguably the biggest tournament in the world. Year to year. Hold on, my screen's turning dark. Let me just fix this because it's way too dark. So someone called it's just people. It's mind blowing to me. It really is mind blowing, and I don't really get what people are saying. I mean, it is what it is. Here, Mbappe, defending, going. It's really mind. And then you have Benfica trying to post a video. Hold on, let me fix this actually, so it's not dark. I think that's a little better. You have Benfica posting, but the Madrid players couldn't even hear what Prestianni has to say. The defending from this club is sad. It's genuinely sad. Like, you can clearly see, like, you can hear, bro. There's other angles. Maybe they think here looks far, so Vinny can't hear it. I mean, he's right there. I mean, he's 2 feet away, 2 steps away. Like, I'm sure if you cover your mouth and like, I, it's just on. It's I don't know how Benfica are. And here you have the statements from Mbappe and Trent stating, how you know, eh, it's sad, man. And to have, I'm more upset with Jose Mourinho. I mean, with the club, it's hard to, clubs want to defend their players, sure. When you have a person like Jose Mourinho, legend, staple, icon, defending it and blaming the player, it's just such a hypocritical thing to do. And it's embarrassing. And I hope Benfica get a stadium banned for who knows how many games with no fans. Should be something needs to happen because that is unbelievable. Just blaming Vinny for all this, acting like no player in the world has ever danced to a goal, and then you have Mourinho saying you have to act professional. Meanwhile, he's the most unprofessional person in world football. It's sad. It's unbelievable. That's just how the world is, sadly.